Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. It's Monday, so we have base paired with any other random expansion. And today that other expansion is Cornucopia and Guild's second edition. And with that we have cards like Carnival, Horn of Plenty, Shop, Fairgrounds, and 5 of the base cards, I believe. And yeah, no, six of the base cards, of course. Can't count. And this kingdom looks not all too enticing. Let me actually hide myself. We have a strong treasure in Chapel, but also a strong attack in Witch. And yeah, what we also might notice is that there is very little draw and village, or actually there is no village at all, and that makes the existing draw kind of awful. Like the only proper draw would be probably Carnival, and maybe a bit of draw is supplied by Witch. But here, well, there's no village, so whenever you play Carnival or Witch, you will need to um, you will need to make do with what you have in your hand after drawing. So yeah, let's look at the kingdom plot very quickly, and that shows you exactly what I just told you. There is okay-ish draw. If there would be a village, it would be quite all right. But yeah, no such luck here. We have plus buy in market. No other source of plus buy, but Horn of Plenty could potentially also gain us a lot of cards. But here, yeah, and we're going to struggle for deck control quite a bit. So I think just going for a bunch of markets and shops and a few poachers, not too many, might be good. And yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, there's not that much to this kingdom. And yeah, I don't know. What are we going to try to build? Well, we are going to for sure open with chapel, and on either opening you open with this strong treasure. But afterwards, yeah, as I said, just a few markets and a shop, maybe some golds and silvers, maybe a Horn of Plenty. Let's see how reliable it is, and also a witch or two. Let's see how the thinning goes. Let's actually look at my prepared openings, and yeah, just when I wrote, when I opened it, when I thought about this kingdom a bit more, of course, I noticed a glaring mistake, and you should notice it too. So let me very quickly correct this. And bang, there it's been corrected. Did you notice I initially wrote for the 5-2 you should maybe open Poacher instead of Witch, but of course there's a much better card than Poacher here. Yeah, in all aspects actually, for 5, which is Market. So I think opening Market Chapel is a viable opening. You would delay the Witch, but in that case you, well, get around accidentally drawing them in the same hand and just being very, very sad, or even drawing the Chapel Dead. So I don't know. I feel like the Chapel Market opening feels a bit less risky than Chapel Witch. Although, of course, getting curses into your opponent's deck early on, even if they have Chapel, it is quite nasty. You might ask, oh, well, if they have Chapel, why even bother cursing them? Well, they still have to draw the curses and trash the curses using up their terminal action with Chapel instead of something where they could annoy us with. So for sure, witch cursing is so great, even in the face of Chapel, especially with this nasty, nasty kingdom plot without any sort of village. Yeah, I think we just ignore Workshop, Bureaucrat, and Carnival here. Maybe later on Carnival might be okay-ish. But really, given that the things that we wanted to draw would usually be treasures and not of none of the actions, and it won't be able to draw, for example, 2 golds, then it might be better. We might be better off just sticking to Witch. But yeah, Poacher here, notably, the curse pile is very likely to empty, so Poacher in the later game will suck a bit, but still we might go for a couple, 1 or 2 earlier. And the AI has the 3-4 showing us here. And yeah, I think I'm going to not follow my own advice of which, but rather go for the market. Feels a tad safer, as I said, and we can get a poacher here, which might still be very valuable early on. Let's hope our chapel doesn't miss, and indeed it doesn't. And we get to trash down, and now we get to trash even more. Does this want to be a silver, or do we just say, yeah, we completely trash down? We have 1 copper left then, right? No, 2 coppers. No, 1 copper left, and a poacher in the market, which would only be 3. So maybe we go for actually not a silver, but a shop here. Early on should be like 1 shop should be okay. More I wouldn't advise for. And then next turn we can hopefully pick up a witch. See, AI also is rather friendly and lets us and doesn't pick up the witch just yet. Now we could also think about just going for market, just going full on the money, and then next turn pick up a gold while still trashing, and only then go for witch. That might even be like I really want to get rid of those last coppers before starting with the witch, and getting a market here might just be the more sensible case. Or what we could also do, we could trash even more to buy a silver. Let's stick with the market plan and trash more later. Now AI is also getting really thin, picking up a silver on its own. And yeah, here we do get to trash as much as we'd like. This could be trashed down to 0 coppers, buy a silver, and start going from there. This last card is another market. So we would still have 6 in deck to buy a gold or a witch. But yeah, at this point, even a Horn of Plenty might not be all too bad, because it might be able to pick up currently poachers or silvers. But yeah, I think trashing down here, going for the silver, should be alright. Get very, very thin. And also pick up this horn. It's gonna get junky very quickly, but oh well. And AI does pick up the witch there. And also another Horn of Plenty. Now, I don't think more Horns of Plenty are going to be that great, to be honest. They're going to fall off in value quite quickly. So I like buying a gold there. Chain Ales would hate me, but don't tell them. And yeah, we also get to curse AI, get to pick up a market, or actually maybe a gold and a market. We want another shop. I think 1 more shop is alright now. Beyond that, it might just lead to very sad thingies. But for now, yeah, it should be good. AI is also cursing us still. And yeah, we also do get to curse it even more. Get to pick up another market. The first pile is empty, so poachers are going to be worse. And just pick up a province here. And now already we're going to start struggling with the curses. But yeah, I don't think that can be avoided. I mean, we could go to build a tiny bit more by buying another witch, but I think, I don't know. I like going for the province here. Let's start by playing the shop on the markets, because we have more markets in deck than poachers. And also we don't need to discard this curse. AI opts to trash there instead of playing its witch, which of course is nice to see. And since we don't find our witch, we can also just trash here. And for 12, we could also just go for double gold. Build a nice cushion of treasure cards. Yeah, hitting 4 with the province is not super great. Actually, think I like the double gold buy. I don't know about Carnival. Of course, you could potentially draw some nice treasures, but um, it could also be very sad. And now already this Horn of Plenty is turning kind of sad. It's a bit annoying that we find the chapel here. Do we want another silver or another shop? Yeah, it's going to get messy anyways. I think we just stick with what we have for now. Province here very calmly. It's a bit annoying that AI seems to get ahead on cursing here. But yeah, it's now okay, it doesn't curse us here, just goes for a province probably. And another Horn of Plenty. What are you going to do with the poachers and the Horn of what? AI, please. Um, what's this last card? Have you paid attention? Mm, you should know. I haven't. I know I haven't. What have we seen last? We just had I think it should be a shop, which we then could leave on top, right? We didn't have a shop in hand last turn, and we had just shuffled. I think it is a shop. Like, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, going for province and maybe another gold here. Could also already be a fairgrounds, but or another witch even to get the curses in even quicker. Maybe a witch might be okay. Like, yeah. Yeah, also the reason on leaving a shop there on the top of the shuffle, if it was a shop, I'm not 100% sure, as I said, um, is that we didn't want to trigger the shuffle afterwards anyways, and having the shop in the opening hand is actually pretty neat because you can line it up with this kind of stuff. Up here, I think we want to sift a bit more. Yeah, nice, we get to sift a curse. And this Horn of Plenty honestly can already turn into a Fairgrounds. For now, by now, I think we're okay with just going 4 points. And yeah, this is if we rebuy the Horn of Plenty, this is as if we bought Province Fairgrounds, which is quite fine in my book. Yeah, as the decks are going to get junkier, more sad things are going to happen anyways, as you can see over here. Yeah, it does use the Carnival there. But yeah, how much does it hit? 13 and Horn of Plenty. What? I mean, I think we might be in a much worse shape here if AI didn't go for that many poachers. Like, what is up with AI going for those poachers? Really puzzling. Do we pick up an estate here or even double estate? Is the question. I mean, we have 19. AI's Fairgrounds usually right now should also be worth 4. So and to really get them to be worth even more, it would need to gain Workshop, Bureaucrat, Duchy, and Estate right now. So it's rather unlikely. Or is that true? I think Workshop, Bureaucrat, Duchy, and either Estate or Province for 15 cards. And no, then maybe even one less. And then its Fairgrounds are going to be worth more. I think we want to try to get in more provinces here, so with silver it is. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that our witch and like both our witches and the chapel collided there. Because I really would like to get those curses lower to punish AI more for its poachers. But maybe this will happen this turn. Yeah, I can only gain a card costing up to 4 now, which is, yeah, why Horn of Plenty really isn't that great here. And we even do get to trash out one more curse. We do get to pick up another province. And do we want to troll AI by buying this curse? Like, I mean, it's not a super heavy troll because also we do have a poacher coming up, but maybe it might. Actually, it played like 3 of its poachers last turn, so it might not have that many left in the shuffle. So let's not go for that right now. Yeah, here it wouldn't have mattered, and we might even get to curse AI. But again, this Horn of Plenty just looks awful, like really awful, especially with the Carnival as the main sort of draw. And our Horn of Plenty also looks quite awful. I wonder what it wants to get. Maybe actually a workshop. At this point, if we find the workshop bear later, we might pick up a bureaucrat and then I mean it's still a stretch to get our fairgrounds to be worth more than what they currently are, but still it might happen. So yeah, okay. Life is looking quite good, even though we miss province again here. Can pick up fairgrounds and copper. Wait, let's count how many differently named cards we have. We have Poacher, Fairgrounds, Witch Market, Workshop. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this would be 13. And then we just need a state duchy for the 15. That does not sound all too bad. And having a copper in deck might be alright with the spare buy there. Of course, this draw does not look super enticing. And yeah, now AI resorts to gaining estates with its horns of plenty. Yeah, we hit 5, which is also good. Of course, we could have bought the copper here as well. Maybe I should have considered this. Now we have it in this hand, and it's probably unwelcome. And also maybe I should pressure the poacher pile more. But yeah, there you also saw something that Carnival did. It revealed 2 golds, so it discarded one of them, making it quite useless. And now we can gain a... Actually, this is a win, right? Wow. Surprising win coming up in the wild. Just emptying all the poachers and buying some extra victory coppers. We could have gotten the fairgrounds up to 6 this turn, but I think we take a victory when it presents itself, especially after an agonizing 21 turns. And I see that the video is not even that long. The turns went by pretty quickly because, I mean, there was not that much to do, right? The only thing to do there was draw a tiny bit, try to not get all too far behind. In the end, we had 3 curses left, AI had 4 curses left. But yeah, I really dislike those carnivals, and I dislike much more the abundance of early Horn of Plenty gains. I think AI just didn't factor in that these kind of become useless as soon as you lose the control of your deck. Like even for ourselves, we could argue that the last Horn of Plenty that I regained and rebought this turn was pretty useless and should have been, I don't know, a duchy or another whatever. Maybe even a silver would have been better, to be honest. But yeah, interesting game, not super fun, not super exciting kingdom. I think especially the early game stuff with Chapel can be super swingy. We didn't have the greatest draws, but we also didn't have the worst draws. Like we saw our Chapel manage to trash 3 coppers, 1 estate, fairly average, I'd say. And then took our time to get to Witch, at which time the AI had already trashed pretty well. So yeah, but as I said, still with Chapel around, you always have to then contemplate whether you want to trash curses or play your Witch or play your other strong terminal. So it is quite nice. I don't know. yeah, with that, I don't have anything else to tell you except for recommending you to check out my video yesterday on the randomizer website. It was super exciting to get this done and showcase it. I can only recommend you to check it out. A lot of work went into this, and actually, I might be able to showcase it here if I so want to. Um, Yeah, you should be able to see it now. Um, yeah, this is my, um, well, of course it does not respond right now because I haven't interacted with it for quite some time, but yeah, do check it out, the video. I should link it, and I'm quite proud and happy with how this turned out. But yeah, apart from that, I will probably catch you tomorrow or the day after. Not sure whether I'll make it tomorrow. But anyways, in whatever next video they might come. So until then, goodbye.